Good morning. Today is January the 24th, 2023. Yesterday was a bit of a errand day, and unfortunately, I've got almost back to back errands today, errands tomorrow. Gotta eat, right? Today might be a bit of a shorter one. We'll see how I'm doing. I'm doing okay. Um, how I'm doing up here, it's another thing. Not in a bad way. Pardon. Um, I didn't mean that in a in a negative. I meant it more as a lot on my mind. And the one thing which is predominantly on my mind is getting. I'm having glitches with my channel again. I don't quite understand what's going on. What's happening is out of the blue, all of a sudden I lose viewers from the last 4 days. Everything's fine. Whatever. I check out my stats, and all of a sudden it goes from on average like 15, and all of a sudden it drops down to either 0 or 3, and then it might pick up, which I don't understand. Like if it drops from 15 to 0, but then comes back to say 4, what happened? Did 4 people just view my channel, my segment, or is a glitch um, trying to correct itself? I'm not really sure. I've done as much research as I can with my limited knowledge of the platform and all that stuff. It's interesting to me. I because it brings back my cognizant, um, or lack thereof, cognizant thinking. It used to be so much sharper, and now that it's not so much, I'm having even struggles with trying to read, understand, try to correct. I don't know. It to me, it's frustrating. Frustrating, not just the glitch itself, which is it is what it is. I mean, I get it. Like if there's a glitch in the system, there's a glitch in the system, and from what I've read, seen, viewed, I'm not alone. Other people have had the same problem recently. It would seem, mind you, these channels which I'm watching experiencing the same thing have like hundreds of thousands of views, which all of a sudden crash. And that to me, I can understand that considering for me the crash is like 15, you know? And again, it's not, the views aren't the end goal, although it is for me, it's a challenge to try to get content that might entice more viewers because it gives me a goal. I don't know how else to put it. It's strictly a case of is there something I could do that might be, more interesting? It is what it is. I need a project, and this is a project which at least is tangible for me. At least I can strive to make it work. Then you get glitches like this, and it's like, because you don't know if it's a reflective of yourself, your content, or if it's the system. Will the system correct itself? Is there not a correct button? It is what it is, yeah. But I just thought I would share that with you, that it is something which, on top of everything else, I might as well have a glitch in my channel too, which eh, gives me something to work on. I tend to want to see and as much positivity as I can in any given situation that I find myself in. How can I make it work for me? How do I accept that this is what it is and take it from there? I don't know. It's an interesting situation. Sorry. Obviously, I've it's coming through. I know it's coming through, but I still persist on getting through this, the channel, the day. I think it's important to reflect how I'm doing, where I'm doing. Uh, these errands, apart from groceries, which is up there with one of the errands. Another errand is trying to figure out my since I've accepted that my deterioration is no longer will no longer have improvement almost across the board. Yesterday was strictly like a 2 hour, maybe an hour and a half. As it turned out, the timing worked in my favor, and it wiped me, just wiped me out. One of the few times, and probably the only time recently, where I actually came home, needed to get off my feet, and actually crashed for a good hour. It was like, that was different. I don't usually nap during the day. I tend to have enough stamina. I could be a little tired, a little sluggish, that kind of stuff. But not this crash. Like, this crash was something different in the sense of it is what it is, don't get me wrong. And obviously, if my body needed it, it needed it. My point, I guess, I'm trying to make is that it needed it. That said, it was a good nap as far as that goes. I obviously was helpful, only to wake up and all of a sudden the glitch in the system. So it's like, okay, like something else to think about. Don't get me wrong. A glitch is a glitch. Sometimes they can be fixed, sometimes they can't. We'll see how it goes. Today I'm going to try to pull off two different errands. We'll see how they go. I have, well, you'll see my hair is a bit unruly from my take. I do like it really short, around the sides, even at the top. I don't have a lot of time for mussing and fussing with my look. I like that my my hair, my look, my projection, as it were, takes me all of 30 seconds to do. Slap it together and call it a day. And when it gets this long, it's frustrating. That said, I'm getting a haircut today. You'll see it then for tomorrow, and we'll see if I can pull off another errand that I do have to run up. I'd like to think that I can push myself to do it, but we'll see. It's one of those things where I can't really say much more than that. Then we'll see how it goes. Anyways, not doing so great today, but it is what it is. I still have enough strength to pull off push out a video, as it were. And with any luck, someone will find it entertaining. We'll see how many or how few views it gets, which should give me an idea of how I'm doing. Anyways, that's what's going on behind the patch this morning. I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys have a good rest of the day.